into Egypt is the story of Jesus' childhood as seen through the eyes of the men and women who are dedicating their lives to prepare him to become the Messiah. Amariah's mentor, Elias, rushes the family and Amariah to an Essene community at Lake Moaris in Egypt, where he hopes they will be safe from Herod's edict to murder all boys under the age of 2 along with anyone associated with a child.
Do you understand what I am saying? Proconsul Linval, a threat to Roman occupation is loose in Judea. As king, I am threatened. Indeed, we are all threatened if this supposed Messiah survives. Jews believe in superstition and magic. They set much store by centuries-old prophecy.
As forcefully as he dared, Thaddeus expressed his concern.
King Herod, unless I can provide Rome's assurance for the woman's safety, I am certain they will not allow me to take Amariah to Jerusalem. I must be able to return her to the Essene compound.
My humble inn is not so isolated that such troubling rumors do not reach us. If half the tales told of Herod's rampages are true, life in Judea will be difficult at best. I've heard he fears the coming of a great prophet who will unite the Jews against Rome.
There is trouble brewing in Judea. King Herod has also heard rumors about an Essene Messiah being born in Judea, which he considers a threat to his kingdom. Have rumors reached your ears about a Messiah who will liberate Judea from Rome? My son is returning to Egypt with precious cargo.
Amariah feels her fear of the unknown begin to well up inside her as she stared at the temple dedicated to the Egyptian goddess Isis.
What will be expected of me? Will I be able to overcome my feelings of insecurity in a place so different than Engaddi?
Lord Ammon, it has been a long time since you graced the temple of Osiris. Your presence tells me the matter for which you made the journey is of tremendous importance. And the importance of why you are here is to ask me to use my influence to sponsor a woman into the Egyptian secret schools. A woman? Ammon, friend, are you out of your mind?
Cheetah Mora glared at the wealthy trader, Ammon.
Surely, you jest. You expect the priesthoods of Egypt to accept a woman of foreign birth, a woman from no important bloodline, a woman who worships the single god of the Essenes.
His rage made his entire body quiver as black-hearted emotions consumed him.
I am Belteshazzar of the house of Kebri. My father received a request for help from Elias of Engaddi. I am here to take you and your family into Egypt. Come, let me introduce you to a new Shakbari, the owner of this finding. He has prepared quarters for everyone. We've been expecting the Essene salt caravan for several days.
The lowest place on earth is considered hell on earth by Judeans. Travel around the sea was avoided whenever possible. To the Essenes, the salt created by the brackish water provided them with revenue. It was known throughout the Roman Empire as the purest salt on the earth. Soldiers were paid in salt rather than coin because it was so valuable. The community never lacked for water because every drop of rain which fell on the bleak mountains above their sanctuary was collected in canals lined with waterproof slurry developed by Essene stonemasons. The landscape was an oasis filled with pools and lush greenery. Elias turned the bleak desert into paradise.
Brothers, sisters, let all who hear me embrace these words. The day and hour of his coming is now. Prepare to receive him. Some of us, within the Brotherhood, will teach him about his mission. Others will serve him as emissaries of light. All those gathered here today, and those who will join us in the future, will be living testaments to his message.
The horizon is one of endless sand. I fear my emotions will overcome me. I know. The Essene salt caravan crossed the deadly desert of the Nephod without Herod's soldiers pursuing us. But now, As I stand here, looking at endless dunes, bereft of vegetation, I am wondering if Judah Abdel possesses the navigational skills to cross the empty quarter. This is a different kind of desert, one frequented by bandits who prey on caravans that get lost in the ocean of sand.
Amariah's gaze was hard, almost brittle, as she surveyed the horizon. Its presence began as a soft whisper, like a gentle wind caressing the shoulder of the dunes. Everyone turned back, knowing what would soon be upon them. The roar of the windswept sand traveled faster than expected. Suddenly the air was choked with sand. No one could see further than the tail of the camel ahead of them. Judah woke with a start.
Was it a dream? Was a monster really pursuing me through this godforsaken desert? The empty quarter holds nothing but shifting sand and ferocious winds.
Rising from his bed, Judah tried to shake off the fearful feeling.
This fear clings to me like a frightened child. I fear the empty quarter more than any man. The desert is the hungry monster of my dream, and I fear it is going to pursue me.
The Holy One began to speak.
You will enter the halls of Amonte and come face to face with the dweller. You will lie in the sarcophagus in Toath's chamber, where many mysteries will be revealed. Keep the commandments of the dweller, and keep your eyes lifted to the light. Speak your name, and give its meaning, so your brothers and sisters will recognize you in spirit, as well as in life.
Amariah had mixed emotions about leaving the Essene village at the edge of Lake Moaris in Egypt.
We have been safe here. Joseph says King Herod is dead, but I still feel fearful about returning to Judea. Joseph is certain Elias would never have called us home if it was not safe, but I cannot quell the fearful emotions which rise in my stomach like bitter bile.